Hello everyone, I'm Maki. The Gundam series has many incredibly memorable weapons, doesn't it? I think it's safe to say that the funnel is one of the most iconic. These attack pods separate from the main body and are controlled remotely by the pilot to attack enemies. This allows a single unit to surround and attack an enemy on its own. Because all the pods are controlled by a single pilot, they're flawlessly coordinated. Using them requires special abilities, like those of a new type. If you can use them though, they're an extremely powerful weapon. The funnels that originated in the Universal Century have also inspired similar weapons in alternative series. In the movie Hathaway, a funnel-type weapon also appears. These are the funnel missiles used by the Gundam and the Penelope. Traditionally, funnels have used shooting weapons, such as beam cannon attached to the pods to perform attacks. However, funnel missiles are different. They function as missiles that crash into enemies to deal damage. This time, I'd like to share some thoughts that the staff had about the funnel missiles featured in the movie Hathaway. For long-time fans of the Gundam series, the concept of funnel missiles might feel familiar. But beginners might wonder, wouldn't attacking with beam cannon be stronger? Why crush them instead? We'll explore that question and more by looking into what the staff had to say. Before we get into the main topic, I have a quick announcement. My channel offers membership support. For just 99 cents a month, you get a name badge and custom stamps for comments. Alright, let's dive into the topic. For those who are new to the series, let me quickly explain what a funnel is. In Universal Century's world, a special particle called the Minovsky particle exists. This particle disrupts radio waves. Because of these technologies that rely on radio communication are rendered useless on the battlefield. However, new types emerge. New types are humans who have awakened to special abilities. They can transmit their brain waves externally using Minovsky particles as a medium. Combining this trait with remote-controlled attack pods resulted in the creation of a weapon called the funnel. In the Universal Century, radio-guided missiles like those used in the real world do not function properly. However, funnels make radio-like guidance possible by using the abilities of new types. Now let's discuss a staff talk event that took place in August 2021. The first Hathaway movie was released in Japan in June 2021. This event occurred before I started running this channel. I thought it would be great to review it with you. Let me introduce the staff members who appeared at the event. First, Mr. Narumi Iwashito, who led the production progress. Toshikazu Noko is a producer from Sunrise's Studio One. Nobuhiko Gemma served as the mechanical supervisor. Mr. Risuke Okiyama worked on the setting and story details, and also gave comments. Mr. Gemma shared his thoughts on the funnel missiles. Funnels are weapons designed to transmit brain waves through Minovsky particles in order to control attack pods. In a world where guided weapons are no longer viable, funnels are essential. Thanks to them, long-range combat became possible. You might be wondering, why are there funnel missiles in Hathaway's world? This question relates to the creators' intentions regarding how the story is portrayed. Guided weapons are an interesting concept in the Gundam universe. However, if they are used too freely, the battles start to resemble real-world warfare. This could deny the unique worldview originally crafted by Yoshiyuki Tomino. Tomino himself felt that introducing a weapon like the funnel undermined the limitations he created with the Minkowski particle concept, the rule that you must fight at close range. Once he realized this contradiction, he deliberately chose not to feature funnels in the story for a period of time. Now, let's discuss funnel missiles. Funnels fundamentally can't be used under gravity. In space, however, they float in zero gravity, and the pilots' brainwaves control their movement. Since they operate precisely because they're floating, they're considered unusable on Earth. Imagine someone tried to use a funnel on the ground. Even if the brainwave transmission worked, the pod wouldn't be able to move effectively, rendering it useless as a weapon. Funnel missiles, on the other hand, were designed to send directional commands to missiles. In other words, funnel missiles were created to adopt the concept of funnels for use on Earth. The opinions expressed here reflect the shared understanding of Mr. Genma and the staff involved in creating the Hathaway film. These opinions do not necessarily apply to other Gundam series. For instance, the roses bits used by Gundam Rose in G Gundam operate under Earth's gravity. Additionally, even in stories written by Mr. Tomino himself, there are cases that might seem like exceptions. Take the Psycho Gundam Ad 2 from Gundam Double Zeta for instance. It uses a weapon called the Reflector Bit on Earth. However, if you interpret it as being used briefly during free fall like a skider, it doesn't contradict anything. In Gundam Double Zeta, Q-Bele also uses funnels inside a space colony. This can be explained by assuming that the environment has weak gravity, making it plausible. In many games, funnels are also used under Earth's gravity. This is simply to make the game more enjoyable and accessible for players. Funnel missiles aren't meant to dart around freely like fighter jets and attack enemies the way traditional funnels do. Instead, they are guided more, simply transmitting just enough direction to act as basic guided weapons. There is also an official setting for funnel missiles published in the Mechanic and World Guidebook. According to it, the film crew felt that if the missiles could change direction too many times, the battle scenes would be less tense and fail to captivate the audience. That's why they limited the number of course corrections to once or twice when producing the film. In games, however, the funnel missiles used by the She Gundam and the Penelope are portrayed as flying freely and making sharp turns, even stopping midair. If game mechanics are updated in the future to match the movie's interpretation, the portrayal of funnel missiles may change significantly. Of course, there's also a chance that the current portrayal will continue to be used. After all, this makes it easier for viewers to distinguish them from regular missiles. So which portrayal of funnel missiles do you prefer? Do you like it when they fly freely and change direction dynamically? Or do you prefer the version where they can only adjust course once or twice? Personally, I really enjoy the movie's portrayal, in which they have a distinct identity from conventional funnels. The scene where they are launched alongside regular missiles is absolutely thrilling. Thanks so much for watching until the end. I'll see you in the next video.